like some super hip theme music right here.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Smooth Customs. And I missed you guys, for reals. I know it's been, like about 2 months since the last video. As usual, you know how it goes. It's been hot here in Vegas. I've had a lot of things to do on the honey-do list that the wife had for me. Things are crazy, but I gotta get back to you guys, you know what I'm saying? We got 3,000 subscribers. Alright, so I think I've talked about this already for a while. I got these a couple of months ago. These are replacement covers for the side view mirrors for the Infiniti FX35. That is the wife's SUV, so I picked these up. Now, on the Infiniti, the turn signals in the front are kind of hard to see from the side. It's kind of weird, kind of a weird design. So these will improve people seeing when I'm turning or when the wife's making a turn or whatever, and also make it look cool, because why not? Form and function. You know, of course, I got these from my favorite place to get everything, eBay. Now, I do have an airbrush and a compressor and a little spray booth where I usually paint my model cars, where I can paint these. But a lot of you, I'm assuming, do not have an airbrush and compressor. So I went ahead and went down to AutoZone, picked up a can of gloss black and some clear gloss, and I got here some primer. This is a Duplicolor, and this one right here, this primer is Krylon. You could use Duplicolor primer, but I already had Krylon, and I like Krylon. I also here have like a scrub pad, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna talk you guys through this boring process of watching paint dry, so you guys can do this on your own. So first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take these LED turn signals out of this thing, and I'm gonna go ahead and get these ready for paint. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this scrub pad and some soapy water, nothing special, it's just water and hand soap, and I'm gonna wash these down, make sure that there's no grease or anything, so that the paint can stick to it. Now, usually these actually came out pretty good. They have like some kind of gel coating on them. So I'm gonna also lightly sand the exterior and scuff it up. And now I got a piece of 1000 grit. I'm gonna go over this and just lightly wet sand the entire surface. Alright, so this is the sandpaper that you're gonna be looking for. It's 3M, 1000 grit, looks like this. These are about like between $5 and $10, and you want to get yourself a set of those. Now that I got these all wet sanded and I dried them off, you see they got like a dull coat. They're no longer shiny, so the paint will grab to this. All right, so these are ready to go. We'll go outside and primer these up. Let's go. So what I'm gonna do right here is put a couple of light coats of this Rust-Oleum primer. I shook this up for about 3 to 5 minutes, so it's ready to go, and it's nice and warm out here. All right. Nice, even, light coats. It's been 30 minutes, and the thing that I like about Krylon is that this thing dries in 20 minutes. 15 to 20 minutes is dry. It's dry to the touch. See? That's pretty good. That's why I like using Krylon. I don't like waiting. Alright, so I'm gonna put another light coat of this. So now that I got these with their 3 coats of primer on it, I'm gonna go ahead and take my 1000 grit sandpaper and I'm gonna go ahead and wet sand this primer coat to get the surface nice and smooth and ready for the black. Now the thing about painting is the paint prep. The smoother your base is, the better your top coat is gonna be. So, alright. So this is ready. We'll go ahead and dry these off. So now it's time to spray this duplicolor, right? And same thing that we did with the primer is we're going to start off with some light coats of this stuff. Now, since I said I'm in Vegas here, so it's nice and warm, but if you're in a colder climate, you could always dip this in some warm water and get the paint nice and smooth to run, and shake it up and get ready to spray it. It's time for the next coat going on. Now that I put 2 light coats, it's time for one good heavy coat. Well, it's been 24 hours and these have been left outside to fully dry. And so what I'm gonna do right now is I did get some slight drips, nothing major, on the black. So I got my sandpaper here, 1000 grit, and soapy water, and I'm gonna go ahead and wet sand these up real quick and then put another coat, hopefully the final coat of black, before I clear. Yes. Hey.
I'll help you with the chair.
You want to help me?
Yeah.
You need a chair?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Okay. All right. You're going to keep me company here? Okay. Don't get it on your phone. Okay. You want to say hi to the guys?
Yeah. Hi, guys.
Okay. Alright, so this one's done and ready for another coat of black. I'm going to give this one a light one. This one came out pretty good, so. And you can just fit. Okay. You can just feel it when you run your hands across. You'll feel a slight texturing or unevenness, so, you know. How you doing?
What?
What are you doing? What are you playing?
What?
You're playing Roblox?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm playing a race car in Roblox.
You're playing a race car in Roblox. Interesting.
Oh, rubber candy. Rubber, stop going to the bed.
What? You're gonna lounge in the couch on the game?
Latch.
Oh, latch. You're gonna latch on your couch.
Relax. You like to relax sometimes.
Oh, you're gonna relax. Yeah. I wish I could relax on the couch.
Why not the only hurt on here? Not tooth right here, but it just hurt.
Your tooth hurts?
No tooth like it.
Did you bite yourself?
No. Actually, there is a tooth right there.
Yeah.
It just hurts on me.
Your tooth hurts?
Mm-hmm.
You probably have a cavity from all that candy you eat. You're gonna have to go to the
I
dentist.
didn't even have a candy. I just had a little oil and stuff.
You be having candy a lot. I think you need to go to the dentist. What?
I just don't like it. I just hate it.
How do you know? You never been to the dentist?
I don't like it. I mean, I saw a video of it.
You saw a video of the dentist and you don't like it? That's strange.
It's like creepy.
It's creepy. How do you know that? Well, that's why you're supposed to brush
Well,
it.
I went in Roblox and your skin said escape the dentist.
Escape the dentist on Roblox? You know that's a game. That's not a real dentist, right?
I know, but
Well, the real dentist is not scary.
it is. He still has his teeth in, but it's about to be loose, like a little bit. I don't know. Maybe a lot of days it'll be loose.
Alright. I think this is
And
ready.
Lex had it bleeding too. That's actually weird.
Yeah?
Yeah, I don't know. But I don't know what got her tooth or smacked it.
Alright. I'm gonna go clear this, so I'll catch you in a little while.
Oh, I don't know what. But get me a drink too.
Okay. Alright, well, it's been a few days since I painted these things. Right now, there is one thick coat of the clear, of that duplicolor clear on this. And to be honest with you, I probably should and it could use maybe one more coat. But since it looks this good, I give it about a 9 out of 10. And since the car needs to be waxed, it's the wife's car, you know. Anyways, yeah, I think this will do for what purposes I need them to do. I'm gonna go ahead and put the LED turn signals back in here. Alright, and there it goes. Let's do the other one.
You can see me in my whip so clean. Every time I ride by, just as fresh as can be. You can see me in my whip so.
Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is remove this door panel because I'm gonna have to get to the wiring. It's gonna go through here. And we also gotta get this stuff off right here. So let's see here. Let's start here. Alright, that was easy. There we go. Now the door panel's off. Alright, here. There we go. Alright. Gotta unplug this right here. Give it a little more power here. There we go. Okay, so I popped it from underneath the mirror, and then I think the top one should just slide down. Okay, and thank God I was right. These clips are just hooked into the top, and these bottom ones right there is where it snaps. So by basically pushing this mirror up from the bottom and sliding it a flathead under it, you're able to pop those bottom ones off, and then you can bring the top ones down, and that's how you get it off. So in order to get this front cover off, you're gonna need like at least 3 or 4 screwdrivers, flatheads, because I had to stick one in this clip, one in that clip, and one in that clip to finally pry it open for this to come off. The bottom stuck in first, alright, then the top clips out. Alright. princess? Dada's a little busy right now. What's going on? What you need? Nothing?
All you needed, all it worked?
Yeah, this is the new one, see?
That's the car one.
That's gonna go for the car right there.
Mom's car?
Mom's car, yeah.
I love to go for your car.
No, it's Mom's car.
You built that fast.
Yeah. Now I gotta do the other side.
Actually, I didn't know you could do that.
You didn't know I could do that?
Yeah.
I can do a lot of things.
I know.
I wanted to show you guys the next part that needs to be taken out. So I found some Allen screws on the bottom of this. There's 3 of them. One is covered by a little black sticker. You have to remove all 3 of the Allen screws to remove this part so you can run the wire through here. I had almost forgot that part. So I want to show you what I did real quick. I used this coat hanger and I put a little bend in the tip and I basically pushed it through here, right? That came up on the top side right there. I put the wire in the hook and then I fished it through and now I got the wire pulled through. All right, so that part's done. Now the next step is to snake this wire into the cab. All right, so there's a grommet right here already for where this goes through the mirrors. So I'm gonna go ahead and run it through there. There we go. Got it through. I got the wire running through the rubber grommet here. Taped it up. And there's a hole right there, another rubber grommet where I ran it through. Anyways, I pulled it through the inside, and now I'm gonna put the door panel back on. So these things are in on both sides. The wires are ran, but I still haven't finished the wiring. I'm gonna stop right here for now. I'm gonna come back to it. So the first thing that needs to happen is this panel needs to come up. Alright. Has to come off. It's like a plastic screw, it just hand screws. This part right there pops outward, and then you pull it out. Alright. So that's out. And then we have our wire right here that we're gonna tap into, and we're gonna find a spot here where we can ground. I took off the whole glove compartment spot, so it had 4 screws up here, and it had 1 screw down there, and the other one right there. Now, the reason I did that is not to change the cabin air filter, which I probably should while I'm in here, but I needed to get to that spot right there so that I could run the positive power line from the turn signal through there up to tap into the turn signals. Now, if I had the wiring diagram for this sucker, which I don't, I probably would be tapping into somewhere right there. I removed this panel. It just had some of these plastic fasteners, and that definitely is gonna make it easier for me to run these wires. I found the wire, the turn signal positive, and it's that green and yellow on the passenger side. Now, that wire is coming directly from where the bulb is plugged in, right? And as you can see, when it gets plugged into this harness here, on the other side, the wires change color. So it would be kind of a bitch to figure out which one of these wires that goes all the way inside is the one for the turn signal without the wiring diagram. I hit kind of a roadblock. There's no place for me to snake the wire through on the driver's side. Now there is a main wire harness and there's a rubber grommet there. I guess I could poke a hole in the grommet, but I don't really want to do that. So that would be too easy. So I gotta do things the hard way. I'm gonna go ahead and drill a tiny hole here so I can just run the wire through. I drilled my small hole on the firewall right behind the brake master cylinder, and I ran my trusty coat hanger, and on the other end I taped the positive power wire for the driver's side turn signal. Now I'm gonna carefully pull it out and hopefully it goes through without problem. Jesus. Alright, so I drilled a small little hole right behind the brake master cylinder into the inside of the cab, and yeah, that's why I could never get anything done. So just like on the passenger side, on the driver's side, it is a yellow and green wire for the turn signal. Now, let's test it out. It is working now. Now I just gotta, okay. Now I just gotta button everything back up, put this air cleaner back on, and wait.
That little Chico Pitbull, Mr. 305, putting it down with Jay Smooth, the man, the hustler, the legend himself. You know what it is, what it ain't. You think it's a game, play with it, darling. Yeah!
Alright, well, there you have it. I just showed you how to not do the turn signals on the Infiniti FX. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, this kind of kicked my ass a little bit. It wasn't really hard, but if you factor in the week that I spent painting the turn signal covers and all the numerous interruptions, I was able to get this done. It wasn't really difficult. I would just say just tedious. If you guys want to attempt to do this, the painting part wasn't actually too bad. It just took a week to do. The actual wiring, not that hard either, because there's only 2 wires. And you know, realistically, not including the painting, this should have took 2 hours tops, instead of like 3 or 4 days of trying to install this thing. So if you guys have a kid like me, it'll take you like 4 days. Yeah, 3 to 4 days. But if you don't have kids, you can probably knock this out in 2 hours. Or if your wife watches your kids, you can probably knock this out in 2 hours. But there you have it. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for all the new subscribers. I really appreciate it. And yeah, man, I'll see you on the next one. Peace.